Hello investors, welcome to the channel where I use technical analysis to find possible swing trades. Before I get started, I'd like to make it clear I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes. Technical indicators like those I use here are not accurate 100% of the time. The fundamentals of a company and macroeconomic factors can drive share price changes differently than what we'd expect based on technical indicators. My goal is to bring these companies to your attention so you can decide for yourself whether or not they're good investments for you. So if you plan on investing, please do your own due diligence before purchasing shares in any company or consult with a financial advisor. Today, we're taking a look at Vale SA, ticker symbol VALE. This is a large cap mining company. It deals in iron ore, iron pellets. It is primarily based in Brazil and ships its product all around the world. Now here we are looking at the annual chart, and I think you'll notice from a lot of the technical indicators that this may not be the perfect setup that I typically look for, but I'm making an exception for Vale this particular case. You'll see it is just above the 20-day moving average, but below the 50 and 200. We scroll down to the RSI. See, it's basically right in the middle of the range. The stochastics are sort of in the middle, rising, perhaps. The fast stochastic has a little tick at the end there, meaning it's coming back down. The slow is still on the uptrend, just above 50. And the volume chart does show a spike in volume, overall volume within the last couple of weeks, but it's been mixed buying and selling. Does appear to be declining, and he has 3 consecutive declining volume days. And the MACD looks like it just had a bearish cross and is rising towards peak. So all that said, you might say, why bother with this company at the moment for a swing trade? It may not be the best setup here, and I would agree. But if I pull back to a slightly larger or longer time frame, you can see the Vale goes through these big swings, several months long, up and down, up and down. And it looks like right now we are at or very near the bottom of one of these grand downward cycles. Now this is the 5-year chart, in case you didn't see that on when I switched it over, but this looks a little different. Now you can kind of start to see that we are near the bottom of the range. It's not perfect, but it's within $2 per share of where it has bottomed out both times in the last 2 years. And this particular spot does have a fair amount of support there. I mean, I'd love to see it hit 12 and buying in there. That would be outstanding. But I think long term, if you bought this and held it for several months, I don't think you'd be disappointed. And as I like to do, we'll switch over to E-Trade and take a look at the fundamentals briefly. There is one thing I think sticks out a little. It's a little unusual here because it's a steel company, and typically that's highly integrated into other industrials. Institutional ownership is only 19%. Perhaps that's because it's a Brazil-based company, but it is what it is. Very small short interest. The debt to equity ratio is average for the industry, which is typically a good sign, especially considering the other metrics. PE ratio is lower than 76% of its peers, so it is well below average. And conversely, the gross profit margin is above average, beating out 75% of its peers. Now, the operating margin is excellent, beating out 86% of its peers. This is an efficient company. And if we switch over here to management effectiveness, you'll see some more of that efficiency, saying the return on equity beats out 98% of other iron and steel companies, which is outstanding. Now, given that it is bigger than most others in the sector here, beating, as I said, beating out 75% on the gross margin, you might have to forgive the below average growth rate. It's only in the 40 percentile. So keep that in mind. It may be a little bit slower to grow. And the dividend yield, these are excellent metrics, 3.79% dividend and only a 24% payout ratio. That is a highly sustainable dividend that is almost triple the market average. So please tell me what you think of Vail in the comments below. And if you got something out of this video, I would really appreciate it if you'd hit the like button and subscribe to help out the channel. If you enjoy these brief overviews of companies that might be good swing trades, please leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm. And again, if you want to tell me what I got wrong, you are certainly welcome to leave those comments as well. I welcome criticism. Or if you'd like me to take a look at a particular company of your choice using the indicators I present here, you can just mention that in the comments and I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and good luck with all your investments.